As we celebrate Father's Day, our community recognizes the dads who go above and beyond, balancing family life, professional life, and everything in between. It's a question many fathers have. How can I do it all? Well, West Bloomfield resident Christopher Forbers has the answers. He's a father, an entrepreneur, a property management professional with sage advice for dads who want to have it all, and he joins us now on The Splash Live for more information. Christopher, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you on as we think about our dads and all the work that they're doing to balance being supportive fathers, of course, in the family life, to balance their professional life, to keep a roof over our heads, food on the table, support our family units, and, of course, build their dreams out as well. And so I would imagine the question so many dads in our communities have is, how can they balance being a business person, a professional, with still being a really good father at home?
Oh, that's a very good question. And the way that I would answer that question is you have to, of course, balance. And when it comes to balance, that means, you'd have to give a certain amount of time and energy towards each and every one of those specific things that we just talked about, that you just mentioned, family and work. So there has to be a balance where family should always come first. And me and my family, the way that I do things is there's God, then there's my family, and then there's work. So as long as you keep those things in perspective and have God leading the way and being first, I think that you'll do just fine.
And community support plays a big role in that as well. What are some of those supports in the community that you turn to? You mentioned your faith plays a big role in that, but maybe some others on top of that also you may turn to help you fulfill that mission of God, family, work, and everything else.
Okay, so when it comes to family, I have 5 daughters. Two, three by marriage, and then 2 that I have. So we have a blended family. Mm-hmm. And as far as the community is concerned, I grew up in the city of Detroit, and I played sports. And so I was always, my family always had that to lean on, the sports aspect of it, where the community would come together and, we would be in organized sports. And so I try to do that with my family as well. The 2 daughters that I still have that are in the house, the other 3 are grown, but the 2 that are there, they're teenagers, and they play sports, and I have them in those particular sports that they play, and then also any other school activities that they do as well. And me as a person, I coach, so I do coach young kids. I coach a 10 and under baseball team, so that's the way that I help out in the community. And then again, sports were so very fundamental in who the person that I am today, and the way that I look at things and my outlook in life. So, I've raised my daughters to be that way as well.
You're also a father who works in the professional life, who's been a successful entrepreneur, also working in property management presently, Christopher. And so, maybe how have your lessons that you've learned along your journey as a father helped you also along your journey as a business person?
Yeah, so being a father, you have to be very attentive. You have to listen to your kids, and you have to speak with them and talk to them, and find out what their needs are and what you can provide for them. And it works that way in the business world as well. My leadership is more so where I lead more with the carrot than the stick per se, meaning that, hey, we're all a team. We need to work together, and we need to move forward in a way that's best for us all as a team and a community. So I do that at home, and I also do that when it comes to business too. And the West Bloomfield community is a great community. I've been here for a couple of years now, and the folks that are around here, they seem to be very helpful. And I've always believed in it takes a village to raise a child. So and I've met a lot of good people here, and we've all helped each other out. So it's been great. My experience for the 2 years that I've been living here has been wonderful.
We're celebrating Father's Day in the month of June, and with us for some fatherly advice for dads all across our community is one of Greater West Bloomfield's favorite dads, Christopher Forbers, on the Splash Live with us today. Christopher, for so many parents this time of the year, for many of these dads, it's their first Father's Day as a dad, or they're getting ready to be a father, and for both of those scenarios, it's perhaps their first time learning some of these lessons. So for people that are becoming first-time fathers, what's some of your best advice for them as they start this journey themselves?
Okay, well, I'll reiterate some of this. What I said in the beginning is,
Okay.
as long as you keep God first and you listen to your children and you check in with them and make sure that they're okay, and just make sure that you're being attentive. And I would say everything else will fall in line as long as you're putting God first and also listening to what they have to say. And then not only just listen to what they have to say if they come to you, but you should always go from time to time and speak to them, because a lot of times they don't know how to express what they're going through, or they feel like they're alone and they can't come to you. So sometimes as fathers, my advice to a new father is to keep that in mind, that, hey, I need to check in with my kid, speak with them, let them know that they're loved, and just be there for them as much as you possibly can.
In 2025, a good thing about life in the modern days is that men like us are starting to be more open with how we're feeling and how life is affecting us. And the classic dad tends to be the person that helps solve the problems, but doesn't necessarily be open about their own problems. But in 2025, how important do you believe that support system is for dads to not only be there to provide the advice and provide the guidance, but to then be able to take that guidance and ask for that help from their co-parent, from their kids, and of course from their community?
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because it is very important that, as a parent, you not only are dealing with them and whatever it is that they're going through, but you need to let them know that your experiences and things that you've gone through can help them out as well. So yeah, it's very good that you can relate back to some things that you'd gone through as a child, and that helps them to open up once they hear that. And I can tell you, it definitely makes a difference that you are open and honest with them about anything and that you've gone through that's similar to that. It's just all about them being able to relate and you being able to relate to them. So yeah, those are very important things.
We're all looking for that perfect Father's Day gift to give to our dads. What would your advice be to, again, the kids, the co-parents, and the communities for how they can help dads be better dads now and in the future, and how they can start with that on Father's Day?
Oh, I would say Father's Day. A lot of times people think about getting gifts and things like that, and it's not. Father's Day shouldn't be about gift giving. It's just to remind fathers how important that they are and how much that you love them. Like a hug and I love you, Dad, goes a long way with me, and I'm sure most men are the same way when it comes to that. And it's not about what you give us, right? It's about how you've accepted what we tried to instill in you and how appreciative you are, and that can be expressed not through gifts, but also but by words, by deeds, or maybe you can get up and make dad breakfast or something like that. It doesn't have to take money or a lot of different things that you'd have to give to your father for Father's Day. I'm sure that any father who's worth his weight in salt would be more than happy to get, a breakfast or a big hug and a big kiss on Father's Day morning, and just tell them how much you appreciate them and love them. So
The best
that
kind
would
of
be
quality
my
you can
advice.
give is quality time. Christopher Forbers is with us,
Yes,
a
sir.
father and an entrepreneur right here in Greater West Bloomfield. Christopher, before we let you go, anything else you'd like to say to our dads here in Greater West Bloomfield as we celebrate Father's Day?
Yes, I'd just like to say Happy Father's Day to you all. Continue with the good work. And again, this community has been great to me. I've met a lot of good people. And again, we're all like a village, and it takes a village to raise children. So, hey, let's all stick together. Let's all be on one accord and on one side and keep doing what we've been doing so far. Stay involved and make sure that your neighbors, you know your neighbors, and that the neighbors know you. And I think everything else will fall in line, and we'll continue to have a great community as we have right now.
Well, Christopher, we appreciate your advice and appreciate your time as well. Happy Father's Day to you and to others in your family who are celebrating.
Thank you so much, and happy Father's Day to you and all the fathers out there.